Welcome, Aquarius, as we take a look at what you can expect for July of 2016. This first card represents the guiding energies for the month. And we see the Page of Pentacles. Now, as I mentioned before, in this deck, the deck of the Bastard, some of the pentacles have been replaced with coins, while others have not. This still refers to the Page of Pentacles. Uh, so pentacles having to do with finances, the material realm in general, and pages can be similar to the aces in that they're starting, they can represent starting something new. They can also represent kind of going off without the wisdom or experience of, say, the king or the queen. So it can represent doing something that you're not entirely experienced in. So looks like this month is about something new, new ground, new territory for you. The next card represents your physical health or your body. We see the Hierophant. Okay, so if the Hierophant is about the need for social approval and trying to please, this could indicate to me that you are starting, maybe you are taking care of yourself and going to the gym and eating right, but maybe you're doing it because somebody else is kind of on your back about it. The results will still be fine that way as well. The next card represents the mind. And we see the Page of Swords. This is the second page for you in this reading, Aquarius. And swords is a suit of thought. Some like to think of them as a suit of conflict. And like I mentioned, pages are sometimes about newness, sometimes about doing something that maybe you aren't very well experienced in. So this indicates to me very similar to, say, the Ace of Swords, where we have some new thought going on, a new way of thinking. Just as long as you're aware that there's still a lot left to be discovered about this mindset. It's not to the king or the queen of the suit yet, and the pages is just kind of the lowly starting out naive person. And I'm not calling you naive or that you aren't thinking something out well, but there's a lot to be learned on this journey. There's a lot to develop with your what's in your thoughts right now. And the next card represents your social life. And we see a third court card, and that is the King of Swords. So this tells me that maybe you're feeling a little restricted or judged in your social life. And that would be something, obviously, that would be not great for your social development. And the average human requires, in order to be completely healthy mind, healthy body, and a healthy social life in some way. And it looks like perhaps your social life is a little bit hampered. You're feeling maybe a little held back, a little rigid. So I would recommend trying to break out of your shell a little bit there. Step out of the shadows. All right, the next card is going to represent influences from this month that have been carried over from previous months, things that have not reached the conclusion or haven't been resolved that you're still working on. And we see Judgment, which isn't too dissimilar to the King of Swords, is known for being very judgy. So that tells that could be that is part of the aspect that you have it's been a continual problem for you. That's not new. That you feel that people are judging, or maybe you're judging yourself a little too harshly, and that's what's holding you back. So be lenient with yourself. Give yourself permission to experience life. And the next card represents things from this month that will continue to be influences in time to come. And we see the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is about not being able to move forward because he's too hung up in the past. Now, we do see in the mind there's some new thinking there. There's a new development. But it's not really to a point where you're completely shirking off the weights of the past. So you're not going to be able to really feel like you're a new free person until this here gets resolved. And I see it as a continuation from the Judgment card here. And I really feel that everything started here with the King of Swords dealing with this. So I think we're talking a lot about your social well-being and social life, which can be an important facet of a person's well-being. So, Aquarius, I wish you good luck in the month to come. I hope you've found this useful and you've got something to meditate on and think about. And I hope you'll join me again in the coming weeks and months as we go over your Tarotscopes. Thank you.